going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to put together a workout. If you're a professional boxer, amateur boxer, just getting started, I'm going to show you what to do when you walk into the gym to make sure that you have a routine and you have something to follow. When you come into the gym, you want to have a focus on something. You don't want to just come in and start hitting the bag and do whatever you want. Today we're going to work on the check hook. That's going to be the focus, and it's going to be setting up the lead hook, the check hook, either turning out to an angle or getting your opponent to miss and you countering with that lead hook. But first things first, let's warm up. I'm gonna do 3 rounds of jump rope, but I do them straight through. So it's about 10 minutes of jump rope. After that, 4 rounds of shadow boxing. And in the shadow boxing, first couple rounds is just warming up, going through the movements. After that, I'll start dialing in on what we're gonna be working today, which is that check hook. So let's dive into it. 10 minutes on the clock. Just getting that bounce in the legs. You should be able to do this forever. Practice your tricks. Practice going fast, going slow, mixing it up. You don't want to just stand in front of the mirror for 10 minutes like this. You want to mix. You want to mix in speed, tricks, whatever you want. It's all part of the warm-up. Using your whole body with the jump rope, coordination. You're really making sure you're on the toes. And my heels aren't touching the floor. They're kind of bouncing a lot, you know. You need to condition your body this. Shoulders loose, and then coordinating the hands and the feet. Really working the Achilles. So, let's get into some shadow boxing. So first couple rounds, I'm gonna warm up with pretty much general technique, going over my jab, my footwork, make sure my hands are up. The rounds 3 and 4, I'll get more into specifically working on that left hook. First round, just gonna coordinate my hands and my feet. Start building off that. Don't wear sparring gloves on the heavy bag. Wear bag gloves for the heavy bag, or your old gloves.
We hear like check hook a lot, like important tool in boxing. What exactly is it? How can we use it? A couple different ways, which it means check hook to me. One is I'm just checking the distance in relation to my opponent. Just a little touch, check the distance. If they try to come in, like, you know, not letting them walk through nothing without a punch coming. Just keep them on a defensive mode, right? Another thing I can do is take away the right hand, and I use a hook to do it, okay? So if Ben throws a right hand, it's one thing not to get hit by it, but if I can also not get hit and bring a punch. So I'm doing 2 things. I'm deflecting his right hand with my shoulder while I'm bringing a punch. And if I keep landing that hook, eventually he's gonna stop throwing the right hand, which helps me out. So I'm checking his right hand. I can kind of do it a couple different ways. I can just roll it with the shoulder, use a deflection, and then follow with the hook. I can cross block hook. I can maybe do a little slip in a hook. There's a lot of different ways to take a right hand away with the hook, but that's it. You want to make them throw the right hand, so you know you're gonna take the punch away. I'll even drop this hand. I'm gonna pick up my right hand and be a little extra defensive on it here, but I'm showing them a target that I want them to throw the right hand. In a perfect world, you're knocking my hand out of the way with your shoulder, so you're deflecting my punch, which puts me into range of your hook. Ben's getting his head out of the way. He's using the shoulder like an extra fist to deflect my punch. Depending upon his range, how tall he is compared to his opponent, you might even land your hook before you get to deflect it, which is still gonna take the hook away. I can also kind of use a hook to check my opponent's distance and kind of stop their momentum a little bit. So if Ben's coming at me really aggressive, I'm just giving him a little something to get my position. I see he's putting me in the corner, boom, I'm checking hook just to get out back into the center of the ring. I'm not even trying to hurt him. I'm just giving him something. Partly I'm pushing them out of the way, partly I'm moving myself out of the way, just to check a better position in the fight. I'm a shorter guy, I can still throw it on him. I might make a miss, but I also gotta take a little step in to close the gap. It depends on how much he's committing on his right hand.
Now would this be something you're kind of Are you drawing it or
Yeah.
are you just kind of here?
I might do it to draw it,
Okay.
but I also got to be aware that they might come here first. I might draw it. I could draw it this way just by dropping this hand.
And then just that little sway.
Boom. Create a little more space and come back with something. If it's something like, hey, you know what, I'm really landing this, I'm finding a lot more, I could pick moments to turn a little more power on. So I still want to make a miss, and then maybe I'm loading up my back leg, I'm ready to put a big boom, and I'll just come with a little harder hook. Step there. Like that's a hard hook already. So another thing on the check hook, and this is kind of important. See guys, throw it from down here a lot. The time it takes me to get over, find the angle and be able to throw, you gotta be really good to be able to do it. I'm not saying it's possible, it's just a lot harder. So what I wanna do is I'm gonna keep my left hand on the left side of my body. So I'm still dropping it, still down here, and I can throw it. If I'm here, I take my left hook out of the game, and I wanna keep that left hook in the game. He's checking the distance on the double hook, boom, in order to walk me into a big right hand. Good. Maybe I get past that left hand. You're gonna cross block and set the check hook up. Yeah. If I block with my hip, it's a little more sturdy, and it sets up more power on my hook. There you go. Hip turn. There we go.
Oh, the angle one.
Yeah. Relax, easy. Try not to give up your range. Boom. Just a little touch to take the angle. This is the bull and the matador right here. Like, you see, Ben sees I'm aggressive trying to come in. He takes it away from me. So he also used his shoulder. The hook didn't land as clean as he wanted. I was there, I still threw it. And he took my right hand away anyway. Give me 3 more rounds. Get the bag swinging. You can walk it into that step back hook. Imaginarily put the block out there. You're putting so little effort into it, but it's still a power punch for you. Especially if you get it to where they don't see it coming. You gotta learn how to throw the one that takes the right hand away.
Yeah, that's the tricky one.
That's the tricky one, but it's like, so, I used to get hit with right hands all the time. And somehow I figure out how to check hook over the right hand, and I just stopped getting hit with right hands. Like you know, your brain starts seeing it. Yeah, or just turn. Like this is the shield right here. Boom. Yeah, it should be a long hook. It takes your head out of the way, so even when I'm finished, I'm capable of some other stuff.
Because that's the one you gotta watch that next punch.
Yeah. Boom. There you go. I touched them, and then I'm ready to go back to work. You know, find them with that jab. The main goal is to take that right hand away, which it does, even if I don't land it. Good work.
So, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's very, very important. They have a routine when you come to the gym. Don't just step into the gym and think that you're gonna figure it out when you get here. Make sure when you come in with a plan. You have an idea on what you're gonna work on and you stick to that. You stay disciplined to stick to that. Because it's very easy to come in and think you're gonna work on your footwork. Next thing you know, you spend 20 minutes on the heavy bag having fun. If you're doing the same thing every day, you can start to measure the improvements and start to say, all right, I did this a little better, I did this a little better. But if you start trying too many different things, it's very hard to measure it. As you can see today, we started off with a jump rope for warm up, shadow boxing, worked with my coach on the pads. We finished off what we're doing on the pads on the heavy bag for a little burnout. And then you can add whatever you want to that. You know, some people do abs at the end. Some people might finish on the bike. You can use the other tools in the gym, but come up with a routine and stick to that routine. Come up with a plan before you go in the gym. Stick to that plan. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Remember, check us out in Skool. See you on the next one.